Yo, what's good guys? Just before we get into this one, I want to shout out a personal sponsor of mine, ADVANCEDgg. They're a healthy alternative to energy drinks that I personally use pretty much every single day. What you're getting is green tea caffeine, 4 to 6 hours of energy, a vitamin complex, and a bunch of nootropics including New Level, which is their trademark thing that's actually been proven to help reaction times, decision making, and overall mental clarity. Unlike most of their competition, it's also completely open label and there's no fillers or anything you don't actually need. You can literally Google each and every one of their ingredients and see for yourself. It's the only gaming supplement that I've ever touched and it's the only one that I'll actually use. If you want to try it out, currently my code SILK30 is 30% off. That's pretty much the biggest discount you'll find on their stuff, so head down to the link in the description and take a look. So like a lot of people in the community, I've returned to greener pastures, and for me that's Battlefield 4. Something like this game is all any of us really wanted, and if it is something of that nature, it'd be a smash hit. I have no doubt about that at all. Anyways, it seems that DICE have actually started to realize this, and we have some news on the next Battlefield game. It seems crazy to be already talking about this. 2042 should literally be in its prime right now with heaps of content, a few DLCs and whatever, but unfortunately that's just not the case. We all know how that game's turned out. DICE have already made it known that they've been working on the new title, and they've actually reflected on some of the failures of 2042. Supposedly some valuable lessons have been learnt, and they're going to be reverting a lot of the changes we saw in the current title. Of course there were many changes though, so it's hard to know exactly what they were talking about here, but I think it's safe to assume that specialists, 128 players, and the new vehicle balance will be on the chopping block. For me, it's definitely great to hear them going in this direction, and somewhat crazy to think about it, as the specialists in their current state weren't even the worst that DICE could come up with. According to a developer who recently left DICE, they wanted to make it somewhat of a hero shooter, with the specialists taking the roles of mercenaries. It's funny, this exact thing is something that a lot of us actually joked about when we first saw them, comparing the game to Overwatch and stuff like that, but knowing that it was actually something that could have happened really blows my mind. It really throws me back to when a friend of mine was telling me about some of the kind of leak stuff that happened with Battlefield 5. And there was just crazy horror stories of like things like the AA shooting at 4,000 rounds per minute. And all this just absolutely mental stuff that DICE actually thinks about. And they go, maybe we should make the AA shoot 5,000 times a minute. But luckily we don't see much of that stuff actually coming to the game because they do something called testing. At least with previous games they did. But in 2042 they just threw that concept out the window. Luckily though, not all hope is lost for the game, at least for 2042 specialists, as apparently they're running internal playtests and they're focusing on reworking the current system. According to this article by Tom Henderson, some people who were invited to the sessions believe that the changes will make the specialists have roles that are closest to the class system of those previous titles. This is something that we knew we wanted before the game was released, but unfortunately with DICE they almost have to always learn things the hard way. At least knowing this does give me hope for the next title, just because of how these games are developed. There's always a lag between when DICE makes a mistake and when they learn from it. From our perspective, it seems so easy to make 2042 a great BF4 predecessor, but DICE starts developing the new title around the time where the previous one comes out. This means that the game was already being developed when BF5 was releasing, and to give them credit, they actually did learn from some of the mistakes in that game. Things like visibility, plane farming, bombers, broken shotguns, broken DMRs, broken MMGs. All that stuff didn't really make its way into 2042, and most of the issues are actually those new innovations that they came up with. Now they know these things don't work, there's actually no excuse to see them in a future game, and speaking of that, all we have so far is that the new game is confirmed to be in the modern/near future setting. That's something I'm happy with. They really do need to give it another shot, because 2042 doesn't do that modern Battlefield thing justice. I guess we'll have to wait and see though. Something I've been preaching lately is that actions speak louder than words. DICE, along with some of their employees, have been pretty vocal about how much they're going to improve things, and we've been told that there's still a strong, dedicated team working on 2042. Yet, till this date, we really haven't seen anything at all. I do believe we'll get a season pass worth of content, but DICE can easily cut corners and make this thing the most underwhelming expansion yet. With future updates, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated, but for now, enjoy this gameplay from my stream on Rogue Transmission. Easily one of the most underrated maps in my opinion, especially for the Attack Kelly and the Attack Jet. If you did enjoy, a like and comment always help for that algorithm, and get subscribed for future content. Now I'll leave it to the gameplay.
That's what my talk bind is. Men. What the hell? What's that guy doing there? It's Robert's fault.
Hostile soldier spotted. Listen up. I spotted an enemy tank west of your position. Spotted a hostile soldier. Take that! Hostile soldier spotted. Listen in out! There's a light armored vehicle operating to your west.
Oh no!
We have neutralized objective Echo. Hey, I need a ride! I spotted an enemy helicopter. I spotted an enemy sniper. I have eyes on a hostile vehicle just west of your location. Objective Charlie is neutralized. I have eyes on a hostile sniper south of your location. I got eyes on an enemy tank. I spotted a soldier. I spotted a hostile soldier. I've spotted a hostile tank due west of your position. I got eyes on an enemy soldier. I spotted an enemy soldier. I've got eyes on an enemy tank located to your west. Hold on, I need a ride! I got eyes on an enemy AT soldier. Thanks a lot. I spotted a hostile soldier. I have eyes on a hostile AT soldier north of your current location.
See it somewhere.
Objective Bravo is now neutralized. Hostile soldier spotted. Spotted an enemy vehicle due west of your current position. I spotted an enemy vehicle. An enemy AT soldier east of your location. I spotted a sniper. Enemy soldier spotted. I got eyes on an enemy soldier. Listen up, there appears to be an enemy soldier to the south of your location. Objective Delta has been neutralized.
Fuck this game.
There appears to be an enemy soldier north of your location.